Live from Providence, this is ABC 6 News.
Tonight on ABC 6 News, a community coming together in Pawtucket tonight, how one brewery is helping another to rebuild after a devastating fire. And the latest on what is happening as Russia continues to invade Ukraine, the urgent message being sent by Ukraine's president as troops storm the capital. How local Rhode Islanders are sending a message of support to those in Ukraine in response from downtown Providence. We'll get to all those stories in a minute. But first, a brewery taking a maple bacon beer recipe to raise funds for one of their own in the industry. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Emmeline Reed. After Anawan Brewing in Rehoboth was destroyed by a fire, neighbors at Smug Brewing Company stepped up to help. ABC 6 News reporter Dominique Turner tells us how. After 5 years of building and opening Anawan Brewing Company, the building burned to the ground early in the morning 2 weeks ago. What took a company 5 years to build was completely destroyed in less than 5 hours. Now other brewers in southern New England are stepping up in hopes of helping one of their own. Rob DeRosa owns Smug Brewery in Pawtucket. This Saturday, he decided to fundraise on Anawan Brewing Company's behalf.
As an owner myself, I was really devastated for them. We immediately knew we wanted to do something.
DeRosa tells ABC 6 News, starting in the afternoon through closing time, 100% of donations, as well as money raised from their maple bacon-infused cast, will go towards the suffering brewery.
I mean, we're a tight-knit community when it comes to the brewing process. We're all the brewery owners and brewers and everything like that.
Smug Brewery filled with excited patrons on Saturday, all trying the maple-infused beer and leaving donations to help support.
People love to see people do good things, especially in this day and age where everything is bad. It's fun and it feels good to do something good. So we're glad a lot of people are out to do good for the community and help out people in need.
The Anawan Brewing Company is accepting donations online through GoFundMe. To find that link, head to our website at abc6.com. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Dominique Turner, ABC 6 News. Thanks, Dominique. New tonight on ABC 6 News, a Coventry man missing, last seen by his family over a week ago. Police are now asking for the public's help to find him. The man on your screen is 42-year-old Jeffrey Carrero. The department describes him as a white male with short brown hair, 6'1" and 185 pounds. Police have been investigating since Wednesday. Anyone who believes they have seen Carrero since that time are being asked to come forward. Let's get a check on the forecast after a weird week for weather. Just classic New England, really. ABC 6 Storm Tracker meteorologist Tim Studebaker joins us live in the Weather Center. Tim.
Yeah, it really has been kind of a wild ride out there for the past several days. Today, though, things really quieter for us. We saw a lot of sunshine out there today, but that sunshine didn't do much to warm us up. Temperatures barely breaking the freezing mark. In fact, in most places, we really didn't make it past that 32-degree mark. Lots of 32s on the maps. We also saw 29 for your high in Newport, 33 in Warwick at TF Green, and 33 in Norwood. Average high this time of year is 43, so we were below that average today, and temperatures now upper 20s to near 30 degrees on our way down toward about 20 degrees overnight tonight. A light breeze, 6 or 7 miles per hour for most areas. Not too much of a wind chill factor out there. Over the next several hours, mainly clear skies, temperatures falling through the 20s down toward about 20 degrees overnight, and a southwest breeze at just 5 to 10 miles per hour. So not a very active evening for us, a pretty quiet night as well. In fact, most of the 7-day forecast is also relatively quiet. We'll talk about that 7-day coming up in just a few minutes. Back over to you.
Thanks, Tim. In world political news tonight, President Biden today authorizing $350 million in defense for Ukraine as a war continues to rage in the country following an invasion by Russian troops. ABC national reporter M. Nugent has the details.
Explosions and fighting near the heart of the Ukrainian capital as Russian troops close in on the city. New video posted by the mayor of Kyiv shows a missile blowing up parts of an apartment building. Tatiana and her family were inside, saying, "My kid's room is now a mere hole. If she were there, she wouldn't survive." Ukrainian President Zelensky posting a new video this morning in Kyiv, standing his ground. saying we will defend our country because our arms are our truth. Ukrainian military officials say Russia's attempt to surround Kyiv has been slowed by the fierce resistance of their forces. A U.S. senior defense official echoing that sentiment, saying Russian troops have failed to take any Ukrainian cities. But as Russian aggression pushes on, the mayor of the southern Ukrainian city of Mykolaiv now warning of an immediate fall to Russian forces. A Pentagon official saying it's believed Russian troops are resupplied and poised to execute a coordinated assault on Kyiv at any time. The Ukrainian military relaxing restrictions on who can join the army, handing out 18,000 weapons to volunteers to help in the fight. The former president of Ukraine in central Kyiv.
We are here to protect Ukraine, and the Russian position is about a little bit more than 2 kilometers from here.
Ukrainian officials also warning against misinformation, claiming Russia's comment that Ukraine refused to negotiate are just part of their tactics, saying Ukraine will not accept ultimatums for their people, only, quote, full-fledged negotiations. And EU leaders expected to make the decision about cutting Russia from the SWIFT global payment network. This comes as President Biden imposes sanctions against President Putin and authorizes an additional $350 million in security assistance to Ukraine.
Wynn, ABC News, Washington. Here in Rhode Island, residents showed their own support. ABC 6 News spoke to those gathered outside the State House today on why they are standing in solidarity.
When you think about what's happening there, you think it's so far away, but it's just, there's kids there, it's just people there that are being attacked and shelled by Russia.
We're here to support the Ukrainian people, and I want to see as many Rhode Islanders as possible who are going to come out and show the world that.
Yeah.
People there saying they plan on doing more protests as the war continues. Coming up after the break, mask, no mask, what the new CDC guidelines have to say. And a vaccination site closing its doors. We'll have your details on which one and why. Those stories and more coming up after the break. Stay with us.
If you could just finance a car, life would be so much easier. And with Byrider's low down days, it can be. This month, a great deal starts with just $199 down. And we'll keep you on the road with a great warranty or optional service plan. So hurry in to check out our inventory and start moving forward. Begin your online application today at Byrider.com.
In my law firm, we pride ourselves on delivering classic service. You'll get a team who's concerned for you and your family, as well as the legal process. We combine this with the newest technology and digital tools to help you get more than the insurance company wants to offer. Traditional service, contemporary techniques. It'll never go out of style. Car wreck? Call me, Attorney Rob Levine, the heavy hitter, because around here, you matter.
Call 1-800-LAW-1222.
Mr. Levine, is that your car?
I wish. It's a rental.
I want to go to Hollywood really bad. Let's go discover the next American Idol.
You know what you did? You made them cry.
You know what that special place is? It's Hollywood. Would you like to go?
Take me to my happy place.
American Idol returns Sunday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
He's the best player in the world right now.
Kevin Durant coming through in the clutch.
He's a two-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year for a reason.
Greek the freak, shouting backboards, keeping it a buck.
It's Saturday primetime. Nets Bucks on ABC.
Gloves, hats, snow pants, trying to get the kids out the door in the morning and yourself ready for work, it can be a lot.
But you still need to know what's going on out there, what the weather's going to be like, how you're going to get to work on time.
Get all of your news, weather, and traffic with Doreen and Casey. It's everything you need to know before you head out the door. Watch Good Morning Providence weekdays 5 to 7 a.m.
Welcome back. Now to our continuing coverage on the coronavirus. New guidelines for masking coming down again from the CDC, saying those living in low to moderate risk areas can kiss the mask goodbye. But for high-risk areas, it's a different story. Health experts agreeing on one thing for certain. Giving a break from wearing them is a step in the right direction. Here's ABC's Zareen Shah with the details.
New guidance from the CDC on masking. The latest metrics suggest more than 70% of Americans, including school children, are now in communities at low or medium risk and can consider removing their masks.
We want to give people a break from things like mask wearing when our levels are low, and then have the ability to reach for them again should things get worse in the future.
Under the old guidelines, the CDC focused primarily on case numbers, but the new framework factors in COVID hospitalizations and hospital capacity to determine areas at low, medium, or high risks.
I think this is taking us forward with a new direction going into the pandemic, but we're still focusing on safety. We're still focusing on preventing death and illness.
In the coming days, 5 states, along with Washington, D.C., are expected to lose those indoor mask mandates. Chicago doing away with some restrictions beginning Monday.
We're seeing ourselves on the downward slope of this Omicron surge.
Health experts agree with the CDC's new guidance, but caution masks may return in the future.
I would like to see the most masking when we really need it, when there's another wave of COVID, potentially, next fall. So after Thanksgiving of 2022, it's very likely that we'll need to ask people to put their masks back on.
The CDC also saying it is now safe for schools to drop masking except in high-risk areas. But with children under 5 still not eligible for the vaccine, some parents are worried.
I think it's good for the kids, but at the same time, I'm just concerned about their immunity.
As for public transportation, masks must still be worn, at least through March 18th. But the CDC is reviewing those requirements. Zoreen Shah, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Here in Rhode Island, the Convention Center vaccination site closing today to shift its approach on the pandemic. Rhode Island being one of the highest vaccinated states in the country. Dan McKee's office also announced starting March 7th, state testing sites will be limited to people who are showing COVID symptoms or folks who have been in close contact with someone who tested positive. Coming up after the break, we'll have your weather update with ABC 6 meteorologist Tim Studebaker, what you can count on for your week ahead in weather. Stay tuned.
In the age of COVID, no one really wins. We've lost loved ones, we've lost income, and we're trying to figure out how to keep our heads up and press forward. Webster was instrumental in helping Johnson Security stay afloat once the shutdown began around New York City. We were able, the first time around, to get a PPP loan thanks to the assistance of our friends at Webster Bank, and it's made all the difference.
Car crash? 7's the way to go. A serious car crash is an urgent situation. You need a law firm that cares and works fast to get you the answers and help that you need. At the Bataro Law Firm, when you need us, you can reach us. Text, email, or call 24/7. And with our no-fee guarantee, if we don't win, you don't pay us. Fast action, compassion, results. 7's the way to go. Call Mike Bataro. Call or text 777-7777.
With so much at stake, so much on the line, more Americans turn here than any other newscast. ABC News World News Tonight with David Muir, America's #1 most watched newscast across all of television.
We all have a story to tell. But what makes each one different is not how the story ends, but rather the place where it begins. You in?
Are you ready for a Monday morning feel-good surprise?
Mondays are my absolute favorite.
Well, Quinta Brunson from the smash hit Abbott Elementary and Robin Roberts are ready. And wait till you see the surprise they're giving to one amazing teacher and her school. Monday live on Good Morning America.
Volkswagen has an SUV that's the perfect match for your lifestyle. Whether it's head-turning style, room for your entire family, a turbocharged joyride, or an all-electric experience. With our SUV lineup, any choice is a smart choice. More vehicles are arriving all the time. Visit your Providence Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about our vehicle lineup.
Watch ABC 6 every night at 11. We're on it.
And now, Your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Tim Studebaker.
Well, I don't know about you, but I am counting down the days until the beginning of daylight saving time. In fact, it happens 2 weeks from tonight. Tonight's sunset was 5:32, which is certainly a lot better than where we were in November, December, and early January. But we're going to make a big jump once we turn those clocks forward by an hour on the 13th of March, which is Sunday, the day after we turn the clocks forward. 6:49 p.m. sunset, and just 9 days later, the sunset is 7 p.m. So we're making big strides here, and we'll continue to see longer daylight hours through the next several months as well. Pretty quiet pattern for us over the next several days here. Not a whole lot to talk about, which is great because we've had a pretty wild weather week. Mainly dry, cold front moves through on Sunday night. What I mean by that, the cold front moves through, which often means we touch off a chance for some showers or snow showers. But this time around, it looks like mostly that'll be a dry, cold frontal passage for us. Not a whole lot in the way of any sort of snow shower activity, maybe a little bit more clouds on Sunday night with that cold front coming through. It will cool us down in a big way heading into Monday, and then we'll see a few snow shower chances around midweek. Nothing impressive, though. I'm not looking for any big accumulations of snowfall during the week here. Highs from today into the 30s, right around the freezing mark of 32 degrees. That's all we could manage despite a lot of sunshine. It was a chilly one out there. Average high this time of year is in the low to mid 40s, so we were certainly well below that average. Temperatures now lots of 20s to near 30 degrees, so a chilly evening, mainly clear skies, and not a lot of wind. So it's relatively comfortable once you get outside, except it is on the chilly side. That's about all we have to deal with for tonight. 6 or 7 mile per hour winds right now and mainly clear conditions at the moment. Overnight tonight, mainly clear, chilly conditions down to about 20 degrees or so. Southwest breezes at just 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's a pretty quiet night and a pretty quiet day for tomorrow as well. Mostly sunny skies on your Sunday. Temperatures into the 40s, which is certainly warmer than today, but it'll be a bit blustery with southwest winds around 15 to 30 miles per hour. On your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast, we're colder for Monday. Behind that Sunday night cold front, temperatures dip quite a bit. Teens overnight Sunday night into Monday morning. Highs on Monday afternoon only around 30 degrees, and a blustery wind will continue too. We'll see increasing clouds on Tuesday, a chance for some snow showers late Tuesday, another chance late Wednesday into early Thursday. Neither chance looks very impressive. Then we're back to sunshine heading toward next weekend with chilly conditions. Ian.
Thank you, Tim. It's a super sports Saturday today. College basketball conference championship games, 3 high school division titles, senior nights, and everything in between. Stick around. Sports is next.
Presenting Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable, available all-wheel drive SUVs, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. We have new vehicles arriving weekly, so lease a new 2022 Sportage LX all-wheel drive for $189 a month at the Kia President's Day sales event.
At Home Outlet, we help bring your ideas to life. Remodeling or building new, we're here to help you. Kitchens, baths, floors, and a whole lot more. Our Home Outlet locations across the country are full of new quality products and at better prices, guaranteed. Come see one of our knowledgeable store partners for help today. Come see us at Home Outlet.
Everyone's invited to the prom. From the creators of the Book of Mormon, Elf, and The Drowsy Chaperone, The Prom is a musical comedy about big Broadway stars on a mission to change the world and the love they discover that unites them all. The Prom makes you believe in musical comedy again. So full of happiness that you think your heart is about to burst. Everyone deserves a chance to celebrate.
Order now at ppacri.org, part of the Take O the White Family Foundation Broadway series.
Hello, AAA, your home for everything insurance, including auto insurance, home and renters insurance, small business insurance, and more. This is Pam. How can I help you find the best coverage and price today? Sure, I can help you with that.
The Prom is coming to PPAC March 8th to March 13th. Watch Good Morning Providence for the daily trivia question and your chance to win. Go to abc6.com and click on the contest tab to enter. Part of the Take a White Family Foundation Broadway series.
I'm Doreen Scanlon. Join me for Good Morning Providence weekdays starting at 5 a.m.
Hi everybody, I'm Jay Leno. Great to be back home in Newport, Rhode Island. Hey, check out my new comedy game show, You Bet Your Life. It's a nice break from the daily grind, and there's no politics. A comedy show with no politics. Tell a few jokes, meet interesting people, win some money. Couldn't be simpler. You Bet Your Life, weeknights at 7 on ABC6.
What's the ABC6 Storm Tracker's commitment to you? We're always tracking the storm. We let you know what's coming, when and how much you can expect, and most important, where is it going to hit? With up-to-the-minute emergency information and forecast up to 36 hours before the storm strikes. Stay ahead of whatever Mother Nature has in store for you. Turn to the ABC6 Storm Trackers.
Presenting Kia's turbo-infused Sport Tune GT lineup, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. We have new vehicles arriving weekly, so lease a new 2022 Forte LXS for $179 a month at the Kia President's Day sales event.
Now, ABC 6 Sports.
It is a super sports Saturday. College basketball conference championship games, 3 high school division titles, senior nights, and everything in between. We start by getting you ready for the game of the night at the Dunk. The PC men's basketball team with a chance to win its first ever Big East regular season title, facing Creighton at 8:30 tonight on senior night for the Friars.
When you have an older group, you have a determined group. When you have a group that is constantly doubted, constantly talking about the hill to climb, what you can never do is underestimate the fight in a group of young men.
In the precursor to that, a packed Chase Athletic Center in Smithfield for Bryant University, going for the NEC regular season title. Hall Aloysius with the slam dunk there against Wagner. Wagner, the 1 seed, going into this one. The steal from Wagner, they go on and keep this a close one. Final score just now coming in 78-70. Bryant wins the regular season title. We will have full highlights and post-game reaction coming up on ABC 6 News 11 at 11. Meanwhile, in Kingston, senior day for the Rams men's team, Ishmael El-Amin, Jeremy Shepard as well. We'll get to that in a minute. This, the women's highlight, as they face Dayton in the A10 regular season championship game. The Rams unable to get it done here tonight. The final score from Dayton, 60-46. The Rams fall in the A10 regular season championship game. Dayton is the 1 seed going into the A10 tournament, and Rhodey will be the 2 seed. We move along now to the men's game that we mentioned earlier. Jeremy Shepard, Ishmael El-Amin honored pregame. Shepard with his son as they face Duquesne. El-Amin cooking early against the Dukes. 5 early points for him, part of a career-high 21 points for the Ball State transfer. URI up in the early going. Time ticking down in the half. Jeremy Shepard with the heave from half court. It beats the buzzer. Shepard finishing with 11 points in his penultimate game at the Ryan Center. The seniors leading the way on their day, up 19 at the break. The Dukes got the game within single digits in the second half, but Rhodey able to keep them at arm's length. Jalen Carey with the steal and the slam. URI snaps a 3-game losing skid, handing Duquesne its 14th straight loss, 70-54.
It made it better, having my son there, with him being an experience that he don't know what's going on right now, but, he know who his father is, he know who his mom is. So, just to have him here, just to experience that meant a lot to me.
Definitely a little motivated, have my mom in the stands. She's a loud voice for me, so definitely was great to have her here. But if I'm being selfish, I felt like I was due for one.
The Brown men's basketball team honoring their seniors as well ahead of their game against Columbia. That contest tipping off at 6 o'clock. At last check, it is 12-9 Lions early. The Little East Conference Championship game at Rick early Saturday. The Anchor women hosting UMass Dartmouth for the Hoops crown. Fourth quarter, Rick taking the lead and building on it. Former Rogers star Isabel Booth drives to the hoop and scores 2 of her 18 points. On the other end, UMass Dartmouth, Megan Donovan scoring the basket, gets the whistle, keeping her team in it, but Antonia Corsinetti and the Anchor women not to be denied. Former St. Ray's standout, Bayview standout rather, scoring 2 of her game-high 27 points. Named the tournament MVP, Rick wins the Little East title with a 70-55 win. Roger Williams women's basketball playing in their conference championship game as well, hosting Endicott. Tied in the second quarter, the Hawks taking the lead with the long 2. They don't give that lead back. going to cut down the nets as Roger Williams going to the NCAA tournament 67-46. At the PC hockey game today, getting ready for the big game at the Dunk, giving out green shirts for the luckiest team in America, the Skating Friars hosting Maine. PC giving up 2 goals within minutes of each other early in the first period, a tough hole to climb out of, but they have. It was tied at 2 in the third, this game just going to overtime. Outside in Smithfield Saturday, the Bryant men's lacrosse team hosting Dartmouth, the Big Green building a lead in the first half and add to it in the second. Matt Paul scoring with a man up to make it 10-7 Dartmouth. The Bulldogs respond on the other end, though. They cut into the deficit when Timmy Hackett finds the back of the net, but the Big Green defense holds strong. The nationally ranked Bryant men's lacrosse team loses 11-9. The final, Bulldogs dropping to 1-2 on the season. Now to the high school girls basketball division championships. The D2 game going on right now. Juanita Sanchez leading West Warwick 23-11 at the half. Coverage of that game and the D1 game tonight at 11. The Division 3 game kicking off at Rick this afternoon. The Pawtucket Co-op team and Shea and Tolman taking on North Smithfield, the top 2 teams in the bracket. Shulman was led by an unstoppable guard, Armani Rivera. Her teammate Jalen Fernandez comes up with the steal. The Shea Tolman star pushes it the other way. Rivera, a game-high 30 points. The Northmen finding offense on the other way. Sadie Crozier with a slick pass to Megan Massey, who drops it in for a pair to put North Smithfield on the board. But the team from Pawtucket built on its lead near the end of the first half. Trinity Burke with the layup at the buzzer. They never looked back. Shea Tolman wins the Division III crown, 48-40 the final.
I feel great. I have never been to a championship before, and this feels awesome, and I had a 30 ball, so I'm really excited.
A team like this that's a co-op with 2 schools in Pawtucket. A little more special to represent both schools?
It is a lot more special, and I did this for my senior night as well. I couldn't do this without them, and I really appreciate them.
And it's not every day we wrap with the Celtics, but that's what we're doing today with all the local stuff. Looking to stay hot against the Pistons. Jaylen Brown hitting the corner 3. He had 27 points. The C's take care of business, winning 113-104. That's all for sports. Emma Lynn, back over to you.
Thanks, Ian. That will do it for tonight's ABC 6 News at 6. We'll be back with the latest in just a few hours at 11 o'clock. I'm Emmeline Reed. Thank you for watching, and let's take a look at our Skycam before we go.